Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, starting on the 1 day time frame for Bitcoin, because right now we are still facing this critical area of resistance, sitting from 119 all the way up to 120,000 in the Bitcoin price. Now, if we break through this 120K level, guys, and I am talking about candle closes on this 1 day time frame, that could be another major bullish confirmation. Although right now I am still just bullish on Bitcoin regardless, even with us facing some short-term resistance here. In fact, the base case scenario on my channel ever since breaking this descending trend line was that we were eventually going to reach into overbought territory for Bitcoin once again. So for that to occur, we do need quite a bit more bullish price action first. And therefore, I am simply bullish on Bitcoin unless we see some kind of major rejection from this big level of resistance. We break above, break back down below, immediately trade below this ascending trend line as well. Like, of course, then we have a bunch of warning signals showing up. But for now, that is simply not the case. Notice how we also are holding above this ascending trend line on the 4-hour time frame. This is simply just playing out beautifully here. For now, once again, we are still trading below that critical area of resistance. However, potentially tonight or tomorrow, we are about to break through this. Once again, so long as we are holding above this ascending trend line, which currently is sitting at about 118.6K, I think all is good for Bitcoin, and I don't really see any reason to be extremely bearish on Bitcoin right now. We have another bullish outlook here for Bitcoin on the 1-hour time frame. Notice how we have this critical area sitting at 119.2K. We broke above this area of resistance and now flipped it into a level of support. And therefore, so long as we are not breaking down below 119.2K, then this is simply looking like break above, retest, a resumption from here. Once again, the warning signal would be breaking back down below that. That would be a short-term warning signal and potentially a shorting opportunity on this lower time frame. You can see here as well on this 30-minute time frame that we have a confirmed bullish divergence in the charts, which is when you have lower lows in the Bitcoin price and higher lows in the RSI momentum indicator. Typically, this points towards either some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum. Either way, it points towards us getting a break from all of this bearish price action we saw here recently. Now, you may be wondering why I've marked the lows and the highs in this chart here. And this is because earlier today I was taking a look at the RT1M momentum indicator, which is my own indicator that I created myself. But the point is, recently this indicator flipped bearish at 120.5K. We got this massive move to the downside. And you can also see here by the lower lows and the lower highs coming in that we were simply in a downtrend. But then what happened here is we got a high above this previous high, and then we got a low above this previous low in combination with this RT1M momentum indicator flipping bullish as well at 119.2K, roughly speaking. So overall, this is technically just looking bullish, and therefore the only thing to really look out for here is if we are breaking down below 119.2K. Once again, that is the short-term area to pay attention to. But for now, I am simply bullish on Bitcoin. Now, if I take a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, first of all, on this 3-day time frame, notice how we have a bunch of liquidity to the upside at 120 and 121K. But there is also a decent amount of liquidity to the downside at around 118K for Bitcoin. So if we end up trading down below 119.2K, guys, that might be the signal that we are targeting this big area of liquidity. So as always, that is not financial advice, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the charts, and you could do with that information what you like. Besides that, if I take a look at the 2-week time frame for Bitcoin, of course, recently we took out a massive amount of liquidity to the upside here. But after seeing this retracement, we do still have a bit of liquidity to the downside on this 2-week time frame. Once again, 117.5K and even 115K. Now, lastly, let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin ETF flow tables, because yesterday we saw a decent size inflow of close to $200 million into the Bitcoin ETFs. For now, the Bitcoin ETFs are having an upwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price. Now, one last thing before I close off here today, guys. Earlier in this video, I showed you the 30-minute time frame with this RT1M momentum indicators absolutely crushing it. in the last couple days. And as I said in this post on Twitter as well, currently it is not possible to get access to this free TradingView indicator, but soon I will be opening up new requests for people that want to get access to this. So make sure you join the Discord community with the link in the video description, so you are ready and prepared whenever I announce that I'm opening up access to this TradingView indicator once again. And like I said, it is completely free, so make sure you join the Discord community here and do not miss out the next time I open it. Either way, this has been today's market update. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.